All right, well, today I wanted to tell you guys this story just because what I read this morning kind of made me think of it. Well, back in the days, this was like when I was in junior high. We went to go visit my aunt who lives in California, like me and my whole family. And anyway, my cousin, she's like a model. She modeled in California, New York. I mean, she was gorgeous, but she rubbed elbows with a lot of celebrities. And when we went there, she was like, "Hey, there's this great party this weekend. You guys want to come?" And I was a junior high kid, and she's like, "The cover is $35, and back then that was like $90 today." And I was like, "I don't know if I could spend $90 to go to a party." She's like, "Well, one of the Oakland Raiders, is going to be throwing the party. There'll probably be some celebs there, if you guys want to come." And we were like, "Oh man, I'd love to." We were like, "Nah, I'm not going to do it." And so we didn't go. Instead, we hung out with my other cousin, which she's real cool. But anyway, the next day, we were talking. We were like, "How was the party?" She goes, "Oh, it was so awesome." She was like, MC Hammer was there, and Bo. We were like, "Whoa!" And so that's back in the days when I was a dancing machine, trust me, and loved MC Hammer. And that's back when he was, turning this mother out. I was like, I could have been turning this mother out with MC Hammer. When I was a little kid, it would have been great, But we didn't, because we didn't realize. We thought the price was too high, right? And we didn't realize the time of our visitation that we had, okay? And so when I read that this morning, this is kind of what I thought of, two crazy different stories, but this was in Matthew chapter 8. And Jesus is going around, he's healing the sick and doing all these cool things. And some people came up to him and they were like, "Jesus, I want to follow you." And Jesus said to him, "Foxes have their holes and birds of the air have their nests, but the Son of Man," meaning himself, "has nowhere to lay his head." In other words, this price is going to be more than you think it is, and the man didn't follow him. And then another one came up to him. He says, "I want to follow you, Master," he says, "but let me first go bury my father." And Jesus said to him, "Let the dead bury their dead. Come and follow me." But he didn't, And the thing is, and people think that that's rude, but the guy's wasn't dead yet. He said, "Let me live with my father and help him out until he dies," But they didn't realize, they thought the price was too high, and they didn't realize the time of their visitation. And all the scope of history, people read about them, they're like, "Dude, you missed out." I mean, I thought I missed out on MC and MC Hammer, right? But they really missed out on history, on life, right? Because they had the opportunity to chill with the King of all kings, and they missed their opportunity to do it because they thought other things were more important. Well, I'm going to tell you this: when we get to heaven, we don't want to get there and be like, "Man, I missed my hour of visitation because I thought the price was too high. I didn't want to take the time to really spend time with God, and I missed the time that I had." Because we think we're going to go to the pearly gates and we're going to be like, "Hey, Peter, what was it like?" But you know what? Peter's going to be like, "I'll tell you what it's like, but first you tell me what it was like living when you lived." Because right now there are more people on the planet Earth than there ever has been. And Jesus said, "Greater works than these will you do if you follow me," right? We have more at our disposal than even the disciples did before Jesus, died. Once he died and rose again, they had more authority. But now we have the same authority that Jesus had, and we can do things that are amazing, and we can reach the lost like no one else in time and history. So I just want to encourage you guys, don't miss the time of your visitation because you think the price is too high, and you don't realize how great of opportunity we have. Anyway, that's all I got. All right.